the top 10 prospects going into 2019 baseball season. I'm excited because it's going to be interesting doing a lot of research on these guys and to see how they're going to do. Now, what criteria counts as a prospect? Because it's kind of like what came first, chicken or the egg in some senses. By the way, comment what came first, chicken or the egg. Like, guys like Ronald Acuna and Shohei Ohtani will not be on the list because they did have a lot of major league time last year. If the player had either no major league time or they were a September call-up, then they will be featured in this list. But a guy like Acuna or guys like Acuna or Ohtani, I'm not going to count them, even though they are number 1 and 2 in ESPN's or MLB Network's top 100 prospects. They will not be included, but a guy like Francisco Mejia, where he came in for the Padres at the end of the year, he had a grand slam, his first at-bat or something, I don't know. Guys like that will be on the list, which Mejia will be on the list. You will see where he is in a second, but really excited for this video. Let's get into number 10. So coming in at number 10, we have Michael Kopech. Now, or you guys might be saying, you just said 5 seconds ago, guys that played in the MLB aren't going to count. Kopech only started 4 games for the White Sox. He went 1-1 in those games with a 5 ERA, so not too good. He did spend the rest of the year in AAA Charlotte and went 7-7 with about a 3 ERA down there. But at 22 years of age, only 4 games in the MLB, guy's got a very bright future. I'm going to have to put him on this list, although he will be missing all of 2019 with an injury to his shoulder, because the reason Kopech had to go through surgery is because he puts so much torque into his arm when he throws. It's part of what makes him a pretty good pitcher, but it puts a lot of stress on his shoulder, and that's why I think he has to go into surgery, which is a shame that we won't get to see him in 2019. But for 2020, watch out for this guy. He's got a very strong, fast four-seamer, got an effective slider. I've seen this guy play in a few games as a Chicago person. Even though my team's the Cubs, I'll pay attention to the White Sox a little bit. This guy is good. Watch out for Michael Kopech. Even though he won't play in 2019, he is number 10. Going on to number 9. So the next guy on our list at number 9 is Kyle Tucker from the Houston Astros. This guy in the Astros AAA farm system, which I forgot who the AAA team was, he batted .332, very solid, came up and played 28 games for the Astros. At the end of the season, he did bat .141 in those 20 games. Very small sample size, though. The guy, very good contact hitter at a .332 average. He can drive and runs efficiently. This Astros team is going to be good for a long time. I'm telling you, a very long time they will be good. Kyle Tucker coming up. He's going to be a very legit player. Kyle Tucker is number 9. So coming in at number 8, we have Nick Senzel of the Cincinnati Reds farm system coming out of AAA Louisville. Now, Nick Senzel is not a big power hitter. He only hit 6 home runs in AAA, but he batted .314, was a very solid defender. He could play third base or second base. Very solid defender, and I feel like he could be a guy that the Reds are going to call up. I would probably around the second month of the season, I could see them calling him Nick Senzel at 23 years of age. I really like his game. Another good contact hitter. Sort of like Kyle Tucker, just Kyle Tucker has a little bit more pop in his bat. The reason I have Nick Senzel above Kyle Tucker is that Nick Senzel is a stellar defender. I really like this guy's defensive game. That's why I have him at number 8. So our next player at number 7 comes out of the Toronto Blue Jays system. Quincy, you're putting Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at 7? What is wrong with you, you ignorant piece of crap? No. You guys forget there's another top prospect that I really like coming out of the Toronto farm system, the Buffalo Bisons, if you will. It is Bo Bichette, a shortstop coming out of their farm system. Bo Bichette hit 11 home runs, batted .286 in the minors. Very good compliment to Guerrero. I honestly think he could come up and be... He won't be as good as Vlad, but he's going to come up and be very good. At shortstop, he's a very good defender. He hits for some power, and I really like Bo Bichette at number 7. So next up, we have Wander Franco, a shortstop coming out of the Rays farm system at number 6. Now, he's a shortstop. Bo Bichette hit 11 home runs and batted .286. Wander Franco hit 11 home runs and batted .351. Wander Franco batting .351 in the Rays farm system. That is an absolute monster with 11 home runs, decent pop in that bat. The Rays are going to be good next year. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but if Wander Franco could possibly come up and make a splash, I want to see what he can do. Wander Franco at number 6, .351 average. I really like him a lot. So our number 5 player is actually only our second pitcher. He's a starting pitcher from the Oakland Athletics farm system, Jesus Luzardo. This guy he only started 4 games last year, and he had a 7 ERA. He got lit up in 1 game. But all throughout the minors, he has a .286 ERA, and he's like 11-5. He's a very solid pitcher. I think he only started 4 games last year. I think he went through an injury last year. Jesus Luzardo is kind of a guy, I think I maybe put him a little too high. But I feel like he can come in and help the A's pitching staff, because the A's pitching staff is kind of what let them down in the wild card game against the Yankees, because I don't think they had a reliable starter to go to. So they started Liam Hendricks, and they had to go to Trevino and all those guys in the bullpen. Their bullpen's great. They can use a starter. Jesus Luzardo can be that guy. All right, number 4. We have a guy that I like a lot. I love this guy coming out as a prospect. It is Victor Robles coming out of the Nationals farm system. He could be the next guy should Harper leave, which it looks like he's going to. We don't know yet. Comment below where you think Harper's going. But Victor Robles came up and played 21 games for the Nationals at the end of the season. Batted .288, so he can get it done. But his offense is great. His offense, you can definitely get it done. But what stands out to me with Robles, he is a stellar defender. Stellar defender. This guy, he's so fast, makes a bunch of defensive plays, and he gets it done with the bat. I love Victor Robles coming out, and he's my number 4 prospect. Love Victor Robles. Big things are coming for him. So number 3 on our list, is a short switch hitting catcher out of the San Diego Padres. Well, he's actually out of the Cleveland farm system, but he's going to be on the Padres next year, Francisco Mejia. Now, Francisco Mejia has a little bit of MLB experience. He had 4 at-bats for the Indians. I don't think he played like 1 game. He had 4. That doesn't count. Came up with the Padres, hit that grand slam, everybody remembers, but he only batted .174. But in the minors, he batted .301. He was very serviceable. He can hit from both sides of the plate, which is what I like. You need switch hitters now in the MLB because teams are turning to their bullpen after 4 or 5 innings. And they're going to play that matchup game. You want a switch hitter. He's a solid defensive catcher, and he's going to be a very good player for the Padres. So my number 3 prospect is Francisco Mejia. Our number 2 prospect comes from the Chicago White Sox system, the Charlotte Knights, and that is Eloy Jimenez. Decent pop in the bat, 12 home runs, 33 RBIs. It's pretty good. His average is .355. That is stellar. I don't care if that's a minor leagues. That is a stellar average. This guy, if you need a clutch base hit, if you need any base hit, he is there. He is there. He's going to be a great guy. The White Sox are going to be dangerous. They might even be the best team in Chicago, and I'm a diehard Cubs fan. So, they're gonna be, I figured I should maybe put this on. They are going to be a very good team. And, oh, they're going to get Machado. Even if they don't get Machado, they're going to be good. Eloy Jimenez is great. Let's go to the number 1 player. Our number 1 prospect for 2019 is a left fielder from the New York Mets farm system. Can I get a drum roll, please? Tim Tebow! I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of the Blue Jays farm system. I don't even know what to say about this guy. I wish Vladimir Guerrero was my dad. I mean, my dad's great, but he has obviously taught him well. I mean, he hits just like his dad, plays just like his dad, who is obviously a Hall of Famer. But let's dive into some stats. So Vladdy, I'm gonna call him Vladdy Jr. He hit 351 in AAA Buffalo, but I saw where he was facing another top prospect. I don't think he made the list, but he's bad, you know. It's an 0-2 count, okay? And as a hitter, an 0-2 count is the worst count to hit it, if you didn't know that. Pitcher can dictate, he can throw wherever he wants to. This guy, whoever said pitcher he's facing, pitches a perfect slider in the bottom outside corner. It's a near perfect pitch. It was a thing of beauty. Now, your average MLB player, especially young players, will try to get out in front and pull that ball because, let's face it, the MLB is a strictly pull-hitting league. I hate that, but most people are pull hitters. What Vlad does is, what you want to do is if the pitch is coming in inside, you want to swing a little bit earlier, get the bat head in front, and rope that down the line. If it's coming right down the middle, you kind of want to square that up on the barrel. Mostly going to go up the middle. Outside pitches, a lot of people, they try to, kind of swing. They try to pull it, and it doesn't work. What Vlad did was he stays back on that back foot, he pivots, and he catches it right on the barrel. On a perfect slider on the corner. Gone. On a perfect pitch, he was still able to keep the bat head out in front and put it over the wall. The guy's a great contact hitter, a stellar fielder just like his dad, got a great arm, just gunning people out at home. And he hits for contact, he hits for power, which is hard to find nowadays. Guys hit for contact and power. There's only a few in the MLB. And he's just amazing, and I don't see how you can't put him at number 1. So that's our list. If you have any guys I missed, leave them in the comments. Who are you hyped for? Let me know who your number 1 prospect is, besides Vlad, because you guys are all going to put Vladimir Guerrero. Who's your best prospect besides Vlad? I think for me it's got to be Eloy Jimenez. But let me know what you guys think. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.